All right, today's project is to repurpose this door. It's a 36-inch steel door and frame. Started out as a frame for a 2x6 wall, and I've cut it down to 4.5 inches. So it measures from here to here, now 4.5 inches. I cut 2 inches off of all three of these with a table saw. This used to be on here like this. So I ran it through the table saw and took this much off so that I have 4.5 inches here. And now I can put it into a shed that has a 2x4 wall. And doors are pretty expensive. They're like, I don't know, $285. This is an old door that used to be on the house. So I thought, well, I'd cut this down and then glue this, glue all these seams and nail them back together with my nailer. And this piece here, the threshold, needs to have a piece of wood, a 1x2, put into here. I'll have to cut this so it fits inside this piece here, like this. Make it the same length as that. Cut it here, and then when I put it up against here, that piece of wood will be in here, and then I can glue this and screw in this way into the 1x2 so it holds the two side pieces together, and it'll also hold this thing in there too. I've got new weather stripping. This door is an older one that had the magnetic weather stripping, which I really liked, but it's hard to find now. It has a spline. This is the piece that was in the top. There's a groove cut in here, right here. So this fits in there like this. You push it into the groove. And the new stuff looks like this. I decided to go with a brown. It also has a spline there, if you can see that. And it will fit in that groove like this, the same way the old one was. And it doesn't have the magnet in it, but this should work fine. So I bought 3 long pieces of this, one for each side. And then the third one, I'll cut a piece off to make it this length, 3 feet, to go along the top. And then the door itself has a seal on the bottom of it. It's all worn out. It's just stapled on the bottom of the door. It's 3 feet. I found this one at Home Depot under door seal. Same kind of thing. You just unpackage it and staple it on the bottom after you remove this one. It's almost like I think I need more glue. I'm just going to let the glue dry on this overnight, and then I will find the house paint, paint this thing gray. Probably respray the hinges with maybe some white paint or something. Put those back on, then see if the door fits in there. Okay, I've got the frame all painted, 2 coats. I found this part for the threshold, screws on. You adjust this up and down against the bottom of the door. I'm just using the clamp, this pressure against here to keep this up here so I can staple it. When you put this on, you put this flap to the outside of the door. This little flap right here keeps the water shedding off outside. This is the outside of the door. It looks pretty good. Now that I have it where I want it, probably put a few more staples in it. Okay, that's done. That's all painted on the back side. So once this dries, we can put the hinges back on. And then we can set this door in the frame and see if it still fits. Okay, it's all done. Got the weather stripping in there. Put the door in there with some new hinge pins. Put a piece of wood across the front of it to keep the door from opening. So this is all ready to go in. That's it.